Hi guys, we are going to do a workout using the wall today. Everyone has a wall, make sure it's pretty stable. Remember, I can't see you and you know your body, I don't. So do things that feel right, that you're allowed to do, that are safe. If it doesn't feel right, if it's too hard or it's not comfortable or you know you're not allowed to do it, don't do it, okay? Let's move. We're gonna start standing against the wall. Now, wall sits are a pretty standard point of practice for a lot of gym workouts. They're also a really good way to build thigh strength and core stability as well as alignment. So I start with my feet a little in front of me and I slowly work my way down the wall until I feel challenged. And in this position, what I'm trying to get is my knees to line up forward with my toes, my pelvis to be against the wall, but a small space behind my lumbar, my rib cage to be against the wall, a small space behind my skull. Now I have a ponytail, so it's pretty easy to see. It's probably giving me little forehead wrinkles right now. What you don't want is your eyes looking up or down. You want to feel what I call the baby bald spot. When a baby lies in a cradle, it gets a bald spot right here because that's the natural placement of the skull. You want that to press against the wall. Shoulders down and back. We're holding and breathing. And as I hold and breathe, I make sure I'm not splaying my ribs out. That helps me keep my upper back against the wall. That also works my upper abdominal attachments, right? Good. Are you a little more advanced? Maybe those arms are out to the side or up to the sky. I'm just going to stay here for today. Notice if your knees are doing this. If this is easy, inchworm down a little bit. Ooh, there's my challenge. So I should feel my thighs kicking on both sides, right? My hamstrings are balancing out that quad flexion. My abs are in, and my pelvis is pressed back against the wall. I'm not tucked away. And we're going to hold another 6, 5, eyes just softly forward. 4, 3, 2, I'm going to press my hands against the wall and stand up. Now, you're welcome to keep repeating that exercise. I'm going to take this into a roll down. I'm going to put my feet flat and I'm going to start with my feet a little bit ahead of my hips. I'm going to bring my arms up as I inhale. As I roll down, I'm going to peel my skull, then my shoulder blades, then my low back off the wall. My pelvis glides up as my hands lower down. Nice inhale. On my exhale, I keep my feet still. As I come up, I glide until my pelvis goes flat. I keep it flat, and then I articulate back up. Remember, you can always flat back as well. Let's do a couple more. Exhale, peel off the wall, rolling the body away. Inhale, stretch, heavy head. Exhale, press into the feet, pull up through the thighs, pull up through the abs. Pelvis places, shoulder and head stack. Notice my eyes are nice and forward, right? 2 more. Good, I really try to stay with the wall as long as possible in both directions. And notice how much work I have to do through my midsection to make this happen. Last one. And this time I'm going to come down to hands and knees. Now I'm going to press my feet towards the wall, but not touching with the balls of my feet. I want to be about 6 inches away from the wall. And I'm going to walk my hands forward ahead of my shoulders, about 30 degrees. I'm going to anchor my shoulders, pull my abs in. As I straighten my legs, I press my heels into the wall and push my shoulders forward. So I should feel like I'm in a really strong plank with my heels against the wall. I keep pushing my heels into the wall. I reach my head forward and I push off the ground. And if that's enough, you keep this. Otherwise, I hinge back, keep my heels against the wall, almost touch, but don't touch my knees, and forward. And I'm going to do 6 of those. And 6, 5, and I keep my heels against the wall the whole time. 4, because that tells me I'm lengthening through the backside of my body. 2, it helps my abs and glutes engage. And 1, and I'm going to bring it down and a little child's pose. Nice stretch, right? Good, I'm going to flip onto my back. Now, I am near a wall outlet, not particularly safe. Try to be as clear against a wall as possible. I'm definitely not going to put my feet on that outlet, okay? I'm going to lie down, and I'm going to put my feet against the wall, hip distance apart, okay? I'm slightly open at the hips, so my hips are not directly under my knees. They're a little bit further away. My feet push into the wall as my hands push down. If you need to flat back hinge, you do. I'm going to articulate. Exhale, I'm going to keep my feet against the wall and roll up. Inhale, hold. Exhale, roll down. Notice my feet did not move. I really scoop through the abs, and again, I'm working support in the leg as I mobilize the spine. Again, if you're hinging, that's fine. Exhale, roll up. I keep my knees aligned with my toes. Inhale, hold. Exhale, roll over. And as we talk about in our tutorials, I'm not going up onto my neck. I'm staying across the top of my shoulder. 3 more. Good, glutes and thighs active. Good, you want to work harder, take away the arm support. 2 more. It's much harder in this position. 1 more, and we're going to hold on top. And when I hold on top, I'm going to lower my arms back to the floor. Now, if this is enough, I love it. I'm going to really work to keep this thigh stable, bringing my opposite knee up. I'm going to place it and really feel this thigh engage as I switch. And I take a walk for 6. 5, notice my chest stays the same. 4, and I'm really working to keep this even. 3, I'm not on my neck, I'm on my shoulders. 2, last set. I plant my feet, lift a little higher, and roll down. Now, if you need to keep your knees bent, that's cool. I'm gonna straighten my legs. I'm gonna externally rotate, and I'm going to put my hands behind my head. I'm gonna chest lift up and lower down. And lift and lower. And if this is uncomfortable, go parallel or keep those knees bent, right? And 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, extend the arms, hundreds. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. This is a good place to really work lengthening through the back of the leg. So I anchor my tail, I reach into the wall. I also eyes forward at my shins and reach my fingers to the wall. Good, you're halfway there. My abs are deeply in. And 5, good. Sit up a little higher, anchor the pelvis more. 4, 3, almost. 2, 1. And bring it down. Give those knees a hug and release the low back. Last but not least, I'm coming back up to the wall. I'm going to come to a stance and I'm going to face the wall. I'm going to put my hands a little below shoulder height, okay? I'm going to lift my heels and I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to gently bend my elbows and straighten them. So my spine stays long and you only go as far as you can. If you can tap those elbows down, good for you, you do that. And 4, good. 3, my spine stays in the same position the whole time. 2, 1, I'm gonna keep a little bend. I'm gonna push and land. 6, so I'm really working control. 5, 4, abs are in, glutes squeeze. 3, 2, 1, hold. Bend the knees, straighten the knees. Now I'm just keeping my elbows bent, okay? So it's a little different from the floor because now I'm weight bearing in the leg and I'm pulling down through the tricep as I lift my chest. 4, 3, and it's very controlled. 2, and if what you're doing is holding that plank, that's beautiful too. 1, I'm gonna land my heels and I'm just gonna pedal out. I'm just gonna stretch into those calves. Good. I'm gonna land my feet a little bit hip distance, walk my hands up a little. If your shoulders say this is okay, do this. If not, don't. I'm gonna stretch. So I'm stretching my chest and my tail. I pull up through the abs, I stand up, I step in, and that is our first wall workout. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Remember, do what your body can do, and see you next time on the mat.